Septic shock road trip time. Still here.
Yeah.
North
Are we in a
Carolina.
car or on a? We're in a
We're in a
car,
car,
right?
I think. I don't think,
Okay, we're
as far
back
as I know,
in the car.
North
We went on the
Carolina's
we were on the subway, right?
not famed for its public transport, I don't know.
Right. Yeah. So, all right. So
What
get
was
out of the
I?
road, you North Carolina hippies.
Yeah. What was I? North Carolina. Why is North Carolina in my mind?
Um,
Oh,
because we're
uh,
watching movies from there.
no, that's right. I was just reading a review of a book about Fort Bragg, which is in North Carolina, right? So that's why I
Okay.
was thinking of North Carolina. Um,
Mhm.
right. Anyway, we're not talking about Fort Bragg today, though.
Good story. And
Yeah,
then a
it's
tiger
pretty
came
good.
through.
It's good
Yeah.
anecdote. I'll be collecting the best of my anecdotes and putting them on a CD if anyone's interested.
A CD that
Yeah,
nobody even
yeah,
has CD, and then no one can play it because no one has a CD
yeah, to
player
listen
anymore.
to on your
Yeah.
CD Walkman, of course, that everyone has nowadays. Come on, come on, Ron, get with the program. We're not listening to cassettes anymore. It's
Did you forget
discs,
my name there? Come
the
on.
future. I did, yeah. Simon, yeah. So anyway, me and Roger here,
All
we're
right,
traveling across North Carolina,
North
and
Carolina.
the first stop is Bellows Creek.
Bellows Creek. What are we going to see, Clyde?
Well, Frank, we're going to be doing 1985's The Dark Power, as
Right.
directed and co-produced by one Phil Smoot, which is a
Mm.
pretty good name, has to be said.
Mm.
I like the name Phil Smoot.
Smoot.
Um,
Phil Smoot.
yes, so this one is about a Native American guy dies, I suppose, at the beginning of this film, warning of the Totex, which seem to be some kind of pre-Aztec race of sorcerers who buried
Uh,
themselves alive, and they even mentioned something about eating flesh of other humans. Um, and they're gonna return, apparently, and
mm.
return they do, but they return specifically so the Native American Indian dies. His asshole son owns the property, right, that he died on,
Mm.
and it gets turned into a sorority house. Kind of, I think.
Possibly.
Yeah,
Or I don't know if it's a sorority house, but just like it's a share house that
yeah,
girls are living in. Yeah. So
yes.
yeah, I don't think they're a sorority. I think they're just living together.
No, but it's that kind of
Yeah.
setup, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Uh, and so of course it's quite hilarious. There's one scene where, in order to provide the necessary gratuitous nudity, someone takes a bath in the shallowest water in a bath I think I've ever seen in a film. Like, it barely covers her butt, right? She's basically just lying naked in a puddle at the
In
bottom
a
of the
bathtub.
bath.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I thought
Yeah.
was actually quite hilarious. But anyway, so there's a bunch of girls move into this kind of old shack, I suppose, which they're all like blown away by for some reason, because it seems to be like a clubhouse or something, because it's got a pool table and
Yeah. Yeah.
anyway, it turns out one of the girls is a massive racist, like really racist. Like, to a
Yeah.
shocking degree. I was surprised. I'd
Yeah. Sure.
forgotten this part of the film. I'd seen it before, but I'd forgotten about this. So then,
Yeah. I was
when
like, wow, they went there. They really,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
she's
When they
committed to that.
when
Yeah.
a black girl moves in, she's having none of it. Uh, to the extent that she gets her brother, who's also a massive racist, to move in with
Yeah.
his racist friends and
Yeah.
have like a party the whole time and disrupt everything and shout
Right.
racial epithets and talk about
Yeah.
watermelons and shit like that. It's pretty off the chart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the end game there is, just to get rid of her, I suppose. Um, So there's all that going on, and then wouldn't you know it, the Totec Indian zombie things do come back, um, with bows and arrows and like hatchets
Uh,
and things, and quite to be fair, quite good monster masks. The
Monster
masks are quite
Mask, yeah.
good, I think, and
Nice.
they all seem to
Yeah.
be. Are they all like, I don't know who they are playing them, but they all seem to be very well built and like athletic, and
Uh, yeah.
so yeah. So they're actually quite interesting movie monsters, I think, these
Uh,
Tech, whatever zombies,
yeah.
I guess, or something or other. Um, yeah. So yeah, so you have this situation, um, and of course we need a hero.
Yeah.
So enter sheriff or ranger, played by 1940s Western star, King of the Bullwhip, Lash LaRue. Yeah, who who turns up to take
Is
care of business.
so is that why they gave him a whip? Just because that's what he was famous for?
Yes, yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay. I
yeah.
actually didn't. I was like, it was so like such a random choice because I wasn't familiar with him as
You
a
just thought you were some old
citizen star.
geezer with a whip.
I thought he was just an old guy with a whip, and I was like, why would they give this? What like what an interesting choice to give the sheriff a whip. I don't know. Is that a North
Yeah,
Carolina thing? I didn't know.
it is one of those interesting things. Like, obviously, Phil Smoot grew up watching these films or something, but it's, and maybe in the mid 80s there might have been some people around who still remembered, but watching it 40 years on, I don't think
Yeah.
anyone would pick up on. Oh, it's Lash LaRue from all those old
Yeah.
westerns that I
I
don't.
didn't know who that was. Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
I'm assuming his real name is not Lash.
I'm guessing it would be
Yeah.
extremely prescient of his mother if that was
Or
the case.
or yeah, or a self-fulfilling prophecy when she
Yes,
named
yeah,
Lash
could
and then
be. Yeah,
here's a
born
whip.
with a bullwhip.
Start practicing.
Yeah, born with a bullwhip,
Name
and
is
is
Lash. Here's a whip.
who has the line, "All right, you demonic bastard, let's take this outside." Like it's very tongue in cheek. I think I would say this film pretty much
Uh,
all the way through, right?
and
Um,
then the other one gets a whip, and then they start whipping each other too. That
yeah,
was
there's a whip off. Yeah,
the whip off. Yeah, that was a good
yeah,
fun
until
scene.
he gets decapitated.
Yeah.
And there's one slightly, I mean, considering one of the main characters is supposed to be, this kind of African American woman fighting back against racism, and actually she's very empowered. She's
Uh-huh.
one of the, she's actually kills most of the Toltecs herself, right? So with
Mm.
that in mind, it's a bit of a shame. There's like one slightly insensitive gag about someone mentioned something about get on that trail of tears or something like that. And I thought, oh,
Oh,
yeah, that's
yeah.
not nice. Consider anyway. I suppose you give with one hand, you take away with the other, right?
Yeah,
But
I guess. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but that aside, it's a relatively kind
But I
of
mean, certainly this movie never shied away from the racism in general. So
no, no, no,
why not
but
racism for them too?
no, but clearly the racists there, they're supposed to be assholes, right? Like it's not,
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. Right.
Um,
Yeah.
So that aside, the Trail of Tears gag aside, it's a fairly good-natured, low-budget, very tongue-in-cheek kind of regional horror
Yeah.
film that's supposed to be fun and nothing else, I think, right? It's supposed to be a bit of
Uh,
fun. Um, Lash LaRue and Phil Smoot also made another film together called Alien Outlaw, in which Lash LaRue fights aliens. Um,
oh,
although I seem to
with a
remember
whip,
that
I'm
not
assuming.
I seem to remember that not being quite as fun as this one.
Ah, okay.
But was it fun for young Ron? We'll see. Because I've seen Dark Power before. I actually quite enjoy this film, and I was looking forward to seeing it again.
Oh, really?
And I had a big
Hmm.
smile on my face again. Actually, it's a bit slow,
Okay.
but I have a lot of good
Yeah.
nature towards this film. It's kind of fun. How'd you get on with
Yeah.
the Dark Power, Ron?
I yeah, I liked like once the Toltecs came back and
Uh,
it became sort of the monster movie. I thought it kind of heightened and became pretty fun. I thought all the just the girls moving in and just all that stuff. I thought it was real boring. That
okay,
was quite slow and boring. Yeah.
it is a bit
So
slow, yeah.
it was hard. Yeah, it was very slow. Very like I was like, okay, let's get on with this, right? So it was, yeah, it wasn't that interesting. Yeah. So, but yeah, so it was like half. Like the first half was pretty like,
Right.
but once the monsters started, it became kind of like fun. And I didn't know Lash LaRue or why he had a whip and stuff like that. So that kind of puts that more into context now for me. So
Yeah.
I can get
Yeah.
more that it was
Right.
more of like
Well,
a
of course
homage
you
and
don't know
a
who
tongue in
Lash
cheek stuff.
LaRue is because you're not 100 years old, right? So
But you
yeah.
do. You know
Well,
who he is.
but I'm an oddball, you know that.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Um, so I had fun once they started fighting with the monsters and stuff. So it was yeah, I agree. I did like the masks quite a bit, and it was kind of interesting and stuff. But
They're pretty
yeah, I
fun
wish that they
creatures.
had
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I
Different,
wish that
something
they had
different.
kind of
Yeah.
had punched up a little bit at the first half though. So
Yeah.
or first
Yeah.
two-thirds really. So
Well, I'm
yeah,
glad you
yeah,
yeah, that's kind of what I expected. I would have been
yeah,
surprised if you hadn't had a bit of fun towards the end there, because it is, it
right.
is fun. Yeah.
Mm,
Um,
yeah.
as a slight aside, well, I noticed the girls apparently well, not sorority, but sorority. Apparently, young girls like nothing more on their walls. You'd think they'd have, I don't know, some
Yeah.
you you'd think they'd have, I don't know, who's someone from the 80s, someone um who's a popular 80s, like, I don't know, Michael J. Fox, or they'd have someone on their walls, but no, they have
McDonald's, yeah.
Marlon Brando, not young Marlon
Yeah.
Brando, not streetcar named Desire Marlon Brando, the Godfather Marlon Brando poster on the wall.
Yeah, they
Uh,
had some real random posters. It looked like they had just gone to the store and bought up a bunch of posters and just threw them on the wall to
yeah,
decorate it. Yeah, so
yeah, I think
there
it's
didn't
more
seem to
just
be any.
film fandom rather than trying
Oh, it
to
could be
make
that.
it
Yeah. So
authentic, right? Yeah.
right.
Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, so this is a total aside, but I wonder sometimes about the IMDb, what ends up on there, right? Like, so I was looking at
Uh,
IMDb trivia, and IMDb trivia is always a mix of, oh, that's actually quite interesting, and then just random stupid stuff like this
yeah.
person was in this film that starts with the letter D and was also in another film that starts with the letter D. And you're like, what the? But
Yeah.
this one really takes the cake, right? IMDb trivia is when the IMDb trivia just says, when it lists
I know.
like
I know which
things
one you're
in
gonna
the
say.
film, right?
Yeah.
So IMDb trivia shows some man letting out a fart. How the fuck is that trivia? I mean, it's true. It's demonstrably true. I'm not arguing there is a soul man letting out a fart, but how the fuck is that a piece of trivia? That's like saying a man walks in this. It's so strange.
And I know I want to mention that 10 out of 19 people found that interesting.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because it says
Wow.
underneath the trivia how many people comment on it, like vote on it, and how many people actually say it's interesting. So 10 out of 19 said it was interesting.
Wow. I wonder how many of said 10 hadn't seen the film yet, were browsing the IMDb and thought, I might give that a go
Uh,
now. Because there's a
yeah,
man letting out a
one
fart.
man giving out a farts. Yeah, all
There's,
right.
there's
That
someone
sounds like my cup of tea.
someone whose life mission, maybe they're writing a book or have a website like to document all films with farts in or something like that.
Farts in them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, this would rate pretty low on the fartometer. There's only the one, right?
Right.
But
Yeah. What would be a good? What's a good movie that has lots of farts in it?
well, obviously the classic would be Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles. Yes. Okay. Right. Yeah.
And there
Blazing
is
Saddles
that
and
one film, right, which I've never seen, and I don't know if it's the original title. It might be a retitling on. It came out. I remember it came out on DVD in the UK. There's a film that's just called Fart the movie. I,
okay. Yeah, that probably has a lot in there.
I
I
mean,
haven't
if
seen
it
that, but
didn't,
probably
it would
there's
be
something there.
disappointing.
Yeah. Yeah. That definitely be very like ironic title or really like misleading. Also there's what was that movie called? Along Came Polly, I think, where Philip Seymour Hoffman lets out a shart and he defines the word shart.
Oh, is that when you fart and a little bit of shit comes out?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. So all right.
I don't think I've
I'm sure
seen.
some Fairley Brothers ones.
I
I'm
don't think
sure
I've seen
there's
that.
got to be
Is that a
some
film
Fairley
with
Brother movies.
what's his name in? The guy his
The
father's in
guy.
it, and I always forget his name.
Ben Stiller?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, Ben Stiller's in it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Jennifer Aniston, I believe. Yeah. So
Oh, I won't be watching that then. I have a
Anyway,
kind of slight yeah, Jennifer Aniston just does something to me. It's just like, yeah, I'm not watching that. Uh, don't know why. It's not
it's all
even
right.
that I
I don't.
hate her.
It wasn't a recommendation. It was just sort of
No, 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 no. But it's just a weird thing. There's something about she's like the like antimatter or something. There's something weird about that woman. It's like,
uh,
yeah. Is there a good Jennifer Aniston film? I don't know.
I don't know. I have to think
Other
about that.
than
I don't
Leprechaun,
know.
of course.
Well, yeah, of course. Right. I don't know. She was in a couple like Adam Sandler movies, so I don't know. I don't think I've seen those, but I think she was in a couple of them.
Oh, hang
I've
on.
heard
Isn't
she's
she in fucking Office Space?
yes,
The
there you
hell?
go. Yes, she
Oh,
was. Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
and I like
Yeah, yeah.
Office Space. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
broken
yeah.
the spell.
There you
She'll
go.
be pleased to hear,
There
no
you go.
doubt. Yeah, she'll be thrilled.
Uh yeah. Anyway, I've heard she's quite good in the morning show, which is a show, but I haven't seen that. But
Okay.
um yeah.
So are we
Anyway,
done
I don't
with
know why we're talking about
are we done with
yeah,
Bellows
Dark
Creek?
Tower. Yeah, I think yeah, I sorry I didn't have much to say about this one. It was kind of half was boring, half was kind of fun, but
No, I think
other than
that's
that, I
probably
don't
on
have
the
much.
money. That's probably on the money.
Yeah,
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 I would
yeah,
have
yeah,
to
yeah,
objectively agree with that, but I do have fun
mm,
with that second half, and yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So we finally made it all the way across to the Atlantic coast. We're at Atlantic Beach.
Uh-huh.
Um, although that's not the end of I think we got another. Oh, we got another two shows. I guess we double back as we go down towards South Carolina, coming in from the
Mhm.
east. But for the time being, we've reached the ocean,
Mm.
and we're talking about what was originally titled Fall Break, but everyone knows it as the 1983 slasher flick The Mutilator.
Right.
And yeah, I guess the best thing about The Mutilator is the
The
poster.
soundtrack.
Oh, well, we might get to that, but
Fall
yes.
break.
Oh God, fuck that. Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it? That's pretty bad. But yeah, no, let me get the wording just right. I'm going to pull it up here. I've always quite liked the poster, the tagline on the poster. Um, is has always tickled me. I quite like it,
By
and it is.
sword, by pick, by axe, bye bye.
There we go. By sword, by pick, by axe, bye
That's pretty
bye.
good.
That's pretty good. You got to say,
Yeah.
regardless of what else you might think about this movie. Yes.
Right.
So some teens, I guess some students, one of them, I guess Matt Mittler, the main guy, his asshole dad wants him to go and close up his beachside house
But you got to don't forget the prologue.
yeah, well, yeah, this is what I'm
Oh,
um oh no, hang on, yes, I am forgetting the pro. Yes,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
little
yeah, yeah.
boy shoots mother by
Mm.
accident, I guess, right?
By accident, yes, through
Yes.
a door. Yeah.
Yes. Um, yeah, and then fast forward, and that. So that's the thing. The thing about the Mutilator is the Mutilator has no twists at all.
Yeah. That's what I was most confused about this one was that it seemed that they were trying to set it up that it was a twist because it's like the last line of the movie where she turns around and says, oh, it's my dad, right? Like,
Yeah,
and so I'm like, was that supposed to be a twist?
I don't
It's
know
so confusing to me.
because through the
Like,
whole
did they
film,
actually think? Because you can see the whole film, right? It's not
yeah,
like they obscure his face or anything, right?
yeah,
And it's the same actor, right, from the beginning, the
yeah,
prologue.
yeah,
So it was so yeah, it was really confusing me. Like, oh,
yeah.
was we were we not supposed to know that?
There's no red herring. There's no like something on the
Yeah,
police radio like there's an escaped guy from the asylum or
yeah, yeah,
there's a prowler. Nothing. It's just from the beginning. You know the father resents the son because he shot his mother
yeah.
and he's an asshole, and you know it is his house, and you see him, and he kills everyone, and then
That's the end.
okay,
Yeah,
it's
that
like
is it. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, it's an odd thing. Yeah, so they decide when they find out, yeah, let's go for fall break. Let's go and hang out at. Now, there's a
So,
choice bit of dialogue here. I have to
oh
say
yeah.
that when one of the girls says, and this is like, this is a good example of someone clearly too old writing dialogue for a teenager, because she says she wants to stay and get high score on video machine. Like, she doesn't say the name of a game or on a video game. A high score on video machine. That's like classic Oji-san script writing circa 1983, right?
Oh yeah. I thought to be honest, I missed that one. I heard that line, but I thought maybe that was the name of a game that maybe I forgot about. Hey, let's go play video machine, right? Like or something. But yeah,
Uh,
but yeah, knowing that it was written by someone who doesn't know, yeah. So
yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was quite amusing. I think that might have been um the highlight of the film for me. Oh yeah, speaking of that theme tune, I'm glad you brought it up. Yeah, here's a line. Here's a line from the theme tune, right? When you fall into my arms, I'll break into your heart.
Ah, it's good. It's deep.
Yeah, I read that on Video Machine. Um, yeah, so
Uh,
yeah, there we go. So those, yeah, that's the highlights out the way. Um, so yes, so it's a slasher film, and some people get slashed, some people get killed, in vaguely gory, um, ways, like by hook, by axe, by. There's like
mm,
there's a hook and there's a yeah, like what else? There's like what else? A chainsaw, a pitchfork, etc. So famously, when this came out, it was the MPAA kind of gutted it for gore, so it was like a big deal where they reinstated all the gore, and but it's
mm,
not actually that gory a film, really.
uh.
At
I
the end
think
of
it
the
was
day.
probably just that one scene with the pick and the blonde girl on the through the
Yeah,
private parts. I think
yeah, that's
that's
kind
probably
of
like the
nasty
one
because yeah,
that's really nasty. Yeah. So other
but
than
they don't
that,
really
it
show it, and I understand why. But
yeah,
it's weird, isn't it? Because it's like on the one hand, if you're gonna go there, I mean, go there.
go
Like,
there.
and
Yeah.
if you're not gonna go there, then just put it through a neck or something. But the fact that they're
Sure.
going for the vagina is like, oh, that's kind of
Uh,
notably nasty, I suppose. But
yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
But again, kind of half-assed her almost, right? So
yeah, exactly.
half
Um,
vaginaed.
half vaginaed. I hated when that happens. Um, yeah, so yeah, so this one does have a little bit of, well, actually not a little bit. It does kind of have a bit a cult following now, really. And the Blu-ray came out, and there's a
Mm,
whole feature length like making of documentary on it, and there's commentaries, and you'll hear, if you listen to
mm.
slasher film podcasts, like people, Mutilator, yeah, it's such great fun. It's a little bit cheesy, but it's yeah, and I don't see it. For me, it's a quite boring slasher film. I'd rather be playing Video Machine. I don't know about you, Ron. What did you make of the Mutilator?
Um, yeah, I think it's, I really wanted the title to like, I thought that it's a good title
It
and I
is a good
wanted to live
title.
up to the title the more, but I wanted to live
Fall
up to the
Break
title,
is
but
a
it
shit
didn't really.
title. The
Yeah.
Mutilator
Yeah.
is a good title. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. But wasn't really much of a mutilator. He was just sort of like a slasher kind of guy. Yeah. So as I said, it was a little bit of a head scratcher for me because I couldn't tell if it was supposed to be like uh, a mystery or not, but it certainly they didn't try very hard to make it one.
No.
And but I did kind of like it was less boring than the Dark Power for me in general, just because
Oh,
I thought
really? Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Because I thought at least some of the dialogue had a little bit was a little bit snappier and had a little bit kind of more. I was more interested in what they had to say than I was with the girls in Dark Power. So I'd say I got on with this one probably a little bit better than the other one.
Oh, okay.
But in general, it was kind of like, yeah, it was just kind of like a meh. There was, I'm trying to, I've just started taking notes like you because like there's a couple points where I was like, oh, I really need to talk about that, and I've totally forgot what they were. So, there was a couple parts I remember that sort of stood out for me in this one that sort of made it like oh, that's kind of interesting. But that made it stand out a little bit from the regular fare. But yeah, in general, it was relatively bland and kind of one note. But yeah, he tried.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of things you might have found. There's one kind of thing that I thought was quite kind of weirdly amusing. There's one bit where um they talk about the father like having either accidentally killed or injured someone with the motorboat, and they actually have a
Uh,
picture. There's like a framed picture of like a guy like bleeding to death or something, and it's the director. It's like a cameo, and it's just a weird kind
Great.
of yeah. When they accidentally hit this, someone took the trouble to take a picture of him and then frame it. I thought that was
Uh,
kind of funny, but I don't know if it's supposed to be funny. Um, yeah, no, it's a very bland. I mean, it's interesting to me. It's interesting to me this modern fandom, younger kids who find shit from the anything from the 80s fascinating, right? And
uh,
these slasher films, which to me they all kind of really run together, and only a few
uh,
of them stand out. But the kids of today, I mean, they really do seem to genuinely find joy in this stuff. And I'm wondering,
uh,
I kind of get it twisted. Like, are they all like just getting high and watching them? Like, I could imagine if we just sat down
yeah,
together,
probably.
if
Yeah.
we just sat down together with a bong and turned off video machine for 5 minutes and played Mutilator instead, I can kind of see us having a good time, just
Right.
ripping on it. But that's a different thing from like putting together a fucking Blu-ray with loads of extras, and
Mm.
you have to be sober at least for a
Mm.
few minutes to do that, right? And I'm just kind of amazed. I'm pleased people are doing it. I think it's all relevant. It's all good. I might not like the film, but any film deserves to be seen in its best presentation. And if you have supplemental material, go for it. I don't have to watch it. I don't have to listen to the commentaries, but it's there if you want it, right? So I applaud all that. I think it's good, but I'm just kind of amazed sometimes the level of focus that some of these films get, right? I mean,
Uh,
it's very, very, very forgettable for me.
yeah, it was mostly forgettable. I would say I'm trying to remember a couple of the things that I would thought was the music was. I really well. First of all, I thought the music in this was pretty hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Like it was so like for trying to make a horror movie, putting the music choices in this movie were really really interesting because they it was uh I mean we were talking earlier before we're off camera about we both saw the movie Primate,
Oh yeah.
recent Primate, and I
Osaru no
think
Ben.
yeah, sorry, no Ben. And I think the one thing that elevated Primate for me was the music in that movie, which is that I don't know if you noticed it, but I did notice it that what was kind of like a straight ahead kind of like rubber monkey goes crazy kind of
Mm.
movie, the music actually really elevated. Like it was really like
It did
good
have a
kind of
pretty good score. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it had like a really like kind of thriller kind of like tense kind of and it
Right.
elevated a bit. Whereas this one, they tried to take a slasher movie and then put songs like "Fall Break," "Let's Go on this Fall
Right.
Break," right? And it was like, what are they trying to scare people with? It? Like it was so interesting. And then the choice I remembered was at the very very end. So they've killed the dad, and the dad has not said like a single word in the entire movie. Like he doesn't speak once, does he? I can't
No,
remember.
I
Did
don't
he?
think so. Even in the
Yeah.
pre in
And the
the
prequel, yeah, and the
yeah.
prologue, yeah, yeah. So he doesn't even have one line in the entire movie. So you have no idea what his um his motivation is. I assume that he's supposed to try to be getting revenge on his son for killing the wife, but why
Yeah.
didn't he do that at that time? Why did he wait 15 years to do it or whatever it was, right? So it's kind of like weird. And then they finally finish it and they kill him and everyone's, oh, we were lived, we killed my dad. Everyone's, and then how are they going to end the movie? With bloopers.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Not the
So there are the
greatest
credits.
bloopers. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, not
Yeah.
unfunny bloopers. I was
Not
like,
worth
what?
rescuing from the yeah.
What movie? What horror movie would dare to put bloopers over their credits?
Right.
Yeah.
But
So
the thing that you're
it definitely didn't take
forgetting,
itself too seriously, I think, is what the point is. Yeah. So
the thing that you're forgetting, Ron, is the thing is when you're laughing at that when we're watching it, and when you fall into my arms, that's when I break into your heart. You see?
breaking your heart.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
I know. I think it was. Yeah. We're gonna
So
have a good. What was the thing? We're gonna have a good time. Was that?
fall break, man. Yeah. Everyone has a great time at fall break. Um. Yeah, I guess they were running out of holidays to set slashers in, right?
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah. Yeah.
So no one's done fall break yet. Let's do fall break.
Yeah.
Um, you may be interested to learn that I'm currently halfway through watching the recent sequel, Mutilator 2.
Oh, is there a sequel? Really?
Also directed by Buddy Cooper. Um,
Okay.
but hang on, I'll check my VLC here. What's the progress? I'm exactly halfway through. Um, yeah, no, maybe not.
Does it have Mark Midler, Matt Midler again?
I don't think he's in it, but a lot of the other cats. So the setup is a very meta setup. Is they're making a remake of the original Mutilator, and they've
Okay.
invited some of the original cast for the wrap party. But then, wouldn't you know it, someone's gone and killed the director. Um, so it's a very kind of meta post Scream like setup.
Oh, and it just came out like 2023.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
it's
it's
a new
really
one.
very
Yeah,
recent. Very
yeah.
recent. Okay.
Yeah, I only just found out about it while I was looking this up, which is why I didn't mention it. But you thank your lucky stars you dodged a bullet. I didn't ask you to watch this as well. It's funny
Right.
because I heard lots of people say that the making of. I'd heard some podcast talking about, oh, if you got to see the Mutilator making of documentary Breakers or whatever. So it's great. It's better than the film. And I thought, oh, that could be like a lot of recent trauma films. The
Hmm.
film's insufferable, but the making of is really interesting. Just to see.
Right.
But I watched about half the Fall Breakers doc. I was like, this is quite boring. Just a bunch of talking heads telling unfunny, uninteresting stories about an unfunny, uninteresting film. So I gave up on it. But yeah, you might want to
Right.
give that a
Right.
go. I don't know
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you love the Mutilator, but if you love the Mutilator, then there's clearly no hope for you. You may love the sequel too. I don't know. I don't think the sequel's been around long enough, and enough people have seen it to kind of. But I do wonder if people love the first Mutilator, is this ticking the boxes for them? Do they love seeing these characters again? I don't know. Um, it's not doing anything for
Are they
me.
the same characters in part two?
Well, it's
Are they meant? Are they meant to
the
be the same people
actors return as themselves.
as themselves? Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. And there's an awful lot
Is
of
it-
time spent so far with these kind of middle-aged people just talking about, well, now I'm in real estate. It's just like, yeah, there's an awful lot of that. It's an odd film, but not interesting odd, just kind of odd.
Right.
Um, I
Oh,
when I hang up on I'll probably finish it, and but
okay.
yeah, but it's not a wreck.
And maybe it'll turn around and be like, this is the greatest movie ever.
Yes,
Better than best sequel. Best sequel
best
ever. Better
thing,
than Godfather 2.
yeah, yeah, the best thing since Video Machine. Um, so
All
there we
right.
go.
So
But at least we can go swim in the ocean now, Ron.
so now I can do it. So when we're finished, I'll do my I have a new catchphrase. So
Oh,
are you
oh,
ready?
that's brave. Well,
Okay.
yeah, I suppose so. I
Well,
mean,
it's
we'll
an
be back.
adapted catchphrase.
Okay,
It's adapted.
we'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be turning back east we've got another couple of North Carolina shows before we hit South Carolina. So, but for now, we'll go and swim in the sea before we get back in the car, and take it away, Ron.
Get out of the road, you video machine playing hippies.
There it
There you go.
is.